Born just 11 months apart, Marissa and Daniel Linsenbigler were more than just brother and sister. They were roommates, partners in crime, and best friends.
Yeah, we used to play soccer, football here. We would come out here and we would play ball, and one time we had a little picnic over here.
Like a lot of teenagers, Daniel made mistakes.
He's a kid. He made a mistake. He made a choice to use synthetic marijuana, and it landed him in jail.
On March 2nd of last year, Daniel, apparently having some kind of psychotic break, entered 2 apartments at this Orange Park hotel. Without permission or any clothes, police say he charged into 2 apartments yelling Bible scriptures and proclaiming he was Jesus. He didn't touch anybody or break anything, but the misdemeanor landed him in the Clay County Jail, where 10 days later, pepper sprayed and strapped into a restraint chair, he asphyxiated and died.
And he said, "You gotta hear this." So he let me listen to the message. And it was my dad explaining to me that Daniel was gone.
I think my son died a heinous death. I can only think of the last 2 minutes of his life, what must have been going through his mind. I'm dying, I'm gonna die now, and this is it.
Witnesses say it was obvious Daniel was suffering.
He was complaining that he had a hood on his head, and he couldn't breathe, that he was having chest pains.
Linus Farr was in the cell next to Daniel's.
I can't breathe, get this hood off, just let me get some air.
This letter from another inmate describes a similar ending.
Sir, they killed that boy. He was begging, gasping, stating, "I can't breathe."
But despite his distress, Daniel remained where the guards placed him, strapped to a restraint chair, throat burning from pepper spray, a spit mask covering his head.
When you put all of these measures, the chest strap, the mask, potentially the taser, the pepper spray, why? How much more restraint do you need out of a 19-year-old, 145-pound kid?
The Clay County Sheriff's Office has expressed its condolences to the family, though it insists jail officials did nothing wrong. But the state determined Daniel's death was no accident.
I have a death certificate that says homicide.
A human killed another human. Why is nobody being punished?
The family has sued the jail and 8 of its employees, but to date, none has been fired or even disciplined.
It hurts me, and I'm so mad because I don't understand how these trained officers let this happen. I just don't. Why are they still working there? When
you go in to jail and you're running around naked in the cold, you're not supposed to come out dead 10 days later at the hands of the police or the deputies. It's not supposed to happen.
Not one of the officers around that day mentioned anything about Daniel calling out for help or showing signs of medical distress. But figuring out just what happened that morning has been difficult.
We want to find out why there's no videotape. Why is it not recorded? Why is it not preserved? Why is that critical evidence not here for us to evaluate?
The case has just entered the discovery phase, and it could be a year or more before it gets to trial. In the meantime, Daniel's family tries to keep his memory alive, even as they struggle not to think about how he died.
Every day after work, I go to a Stewart Beach. It's called Hutchison Island, and I just sit out there, and I just talk to Daniel, and I play with the sand, and I ask God to hold him until I can see him again. And I always see him smiling, that crooked little smile of his. You know, when I think about him, I don't think about him laying on that cold floor naked. I can't. It'll kill me if I do.